Hey guys, Angie Green here. I'll give you a second to jump on. But I wanted to talk about a hot topic tonight, as you can see from the post. But just give you a little bit of background about me. I am a fitness professional. I have been in the fitness industry since 1993. 1993 is when I got into the fitness industry. And I have a degree. I have certifications as a personal trainer, group exercise instructor, been there, done that, and now run an online fitness business out of my home with my husband. And we partner with a fitness company, so we help people get fit at home, basically. So people who can't get to a gym, don't want to get to a gym, want the convenience of working out in their own home. We have meal replacements, meal plans, portion control, we got the whole bit. And I love what I do, and I've always loved fitness. So I'm always interested in health and fitness topics. And I'm also one of those too good to be true people. Like if I see something that's seems like it's really good for you, I question it. Is it really good for you? So lately, for some reason, this hot topic are these fruity, fizzy waters. You know what I'm talking about? We've gone to Costco and we've bought them. LaCroix, I think that's how you say it. LaCroix is a big one. You know what? If I was organized, I would have pulled some cans out of my fridge to show you. But you know what I'm talking about. The sweet, fizzy, fruit and sugar-free flavored waters, basically. Hi, Shelly. Thanks. You're right. And they're popping up everywhere. These calorie-free, low-calorie, fizzy, carbonated drinks are popping up everywhere, and they're super, super popular right now because it's easy to see why. They're low in calorie, or they're calorie free, and they have flavor. They're more flavorful than plain water. Not all of them. Some of them I have tried, and I'm just it's like water with a little bit to it. But they're being promoted as a healthier alternative to water and soda. Now, let me back up. Let me tell you the reason why I started doing this research and looking into it. I used to be a huge soda drinker, soda, pop, whatever you call it. I was a Diet Coke person. Before I partnered with Beachbody and started drinking Shakeology, I was a Monster Rockstar energy drink at 2 p.m. every single day. This is when I was working full time. It's actually when I met my husband. We were working full time together. So we had our little 2 p.m. Diet Monster drink that we would drink up in the office. And then once I partnered with Beachbody, I started drinking Shakeology, and I found more natural source of energy, so it didn't have that 2 p.m. lull. But I was still a huge soda drinker. Diet Coke, 6-pack a week. I would drink one a day, or not too many, but I craved it. Maybe my body was addicted to it. I don't know. So last year, April, we went to a conference, and we listened to the speaker, Dr. Amen, and he studies the brain, and he does a lot of NFL studies and a lot of concussion studies. And so we listened to his speech, and it was all about brain health. And he talked about how, your brain needs to be the healthiest because your brain obviously controls all the other systems in the body. I agree with you, Mason. And he also talked about that sugar is one of the worst things for your brain, and soda is one of the highest sugar content. It's one of the worst things for your brain, soda and donuts. And so we left that conference. My husband was like, we are done. We are not, pop is so bad for your brain. We're done. We're not drinking it anymore. And I was like, okay, so we're giving up pop, just like that? What about when we have pizza? Can we have pizza? He's like, no, we're done. No more. And so it'll be 2 years ago this April, next month. So since then, I think I've had a couple of sodas, and how people say, once you give something up, people who give up smoking, and then they have a cigarette, and they're like, oh, it was disgusting. It was not like that when I had this Diet Coke. I was like, oh, this is the best thing ever. But I only had it twice, and, I haven't had it since. I digress. Since then, I have been looking for a healthier alternative. And what I realized was I was just missing that like fizziness, fizziness of the soda. I wasn't necessarily like craving a Coke or a Diet Coke. I was craving that carbonation. So I started on all the fizzy waters, and that's what I started drinking, back to once a day, twice a day, whatever. I don't drink beer, Brian. I think beer is gross. Now martini on the other hand, but okay, that's another topic. So I started drinking these fizzy waters, went to Costco, we'd buy a case, and then I really started doing the research to figure out how good are these for me or for us. And so the research that I did really talked about that they weren't as good for me as I thought they were. And now bottom line, they're a better alternative than pop or soda. Absolutely. Absolutely. Less sugar. I mean, a lot of them are just basically seltzer water with a touch of flavoring. And depending what's in the flavoring will determine how much sugar is in it and how many calories are in it. But there are a lot of calorie-free ones, like for example, that LaCroix only has, there's 2 ingredients, and it's the carbonated water and natural flavoring. That's what I think it says in the ingredients. And 0 calories, nothing artificial in there. But here is the thing. This is what I discovered about these drinks. They are acidic, and that acidic beverages can wear down tooth enamel. So bottom line is, and what I'm discovering is, these drinks aren't necessarily bad for you, but they are bad for your teeth. And I'm a huge teeth person. Oral hygiene is like a must for me. I'm a big breath person. Like, I brush my teeth 80 million times a day. I have Invisalign right now because I want to straighten out my teeth. Like, my teeth and my mouth, that's like a big deal for me. So as soon as I found out that it wears down the enamel on your teeth, I'm like, oh, I can't drink this either. I don't know if you guys have ever done the research on orange juice, but actually they're showing that, orange juice is not good for your teeth either. Orange juice is not good for your teeth because of the acidity level in it. And the same thing goes for these carbonated beverages. Now, I don't know if drinking through a straw makes a difference. I drink my coffee through a straw sometimes because I don't want to stain my teeth. I don't know if it really helps or not. I probably read it somewhere and tried it. So that would be my recommendation, is to use a straw if you're going to do that, because they put that, sorry, Abby, read up on it though. Like, OJ really is bad for your teeth. But the phosphoric acid that they add to these carbonated fizzy fruits waters, gives them that tart taste. And that's the reason why they add it. But it also wears down enough to cause tooth damage over time. And so for people like me, if I'm drinking 1 a day, that's probably not the best choice for my teeth. And I just spent a lot of money in this Invisalign, so I would like to save my teeth. So I read a really interesting article locally through ProMedica. I'm doing a lot more studies right now because I'm working with Shalene Johnson on her diet, her beta test. And so I'm just learning a lot. And I also learned the other downside of these fruit fizzy waters is that it dries your mouth out more than plain water. And so if you drink this LaCroix or whatever, it dries out your mouth. And so you equate that to thirst. And so you drink another one. And then you drink another one. And the more that you're drinking over time, the more that acid is wearing down your tooth enamel. So ultimately it's not good for you, and it dries out your mouth. And that's important because I know you'd think I'd be a dentist in my next life, but I am big on the teeth. So the carbonated drinks dry out your mouth, and then, that's important because your saliva kind of washes that acid away from your teeth. So you need a regular flow of saliva to prevent tooth decay, and that fruit fizzy water inhibits that. So if you love those fruit fizzy calorie-free waters like I do, sorry to burst your bubble. It's not necessarily, from what I found, it's not necessarily bad for your health, but it is not good for your teeth. So here are some tips if you want to enjoy those bubbly beverages. Like I said, drink through a straw. You can do that. You can water it down. I mean, bottom line, it is way better for you than soda. It's way better for you than diet soda. It's way better than champagne. or any other carbonated drink out there. But if you're going to drink one, I would immediately follow it up with a glass of water to wash that acid out. Try a straw, or you can even water the carbonated beverage down. So I do that too. I'll put a lot of ice in there and let the ice melt and then drink that too. So those are my tips. There you go. Take it or leave it. Straw, alternate with a glass of water, or water it down. And just like everything else I talked to you guys about, moderation. So thanks for joining, you guys. I really, really appreciate it. I thought it was really interesting, and I'm actually doing a lot more studies on brain health for some reason. My husband is actually, he's totally into that, and like supplements that help your brain, and we're listening to podcasts, you know, that Shalene is giving me, and we're learning a ton. So I'll continue to share that with you guys if you think that that might be helpful. I'll jump in every now and then. Tomorrow, I'm going live. I have a scheduled live video that I'll be doing on my like page at 9 o'clock. So tune in around this time tomorrow on my like page. I'll post my link in the comments, and we'll be talking about more health and fitness stuff over there. All right. Thanks for joining, you guys. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.